You
Two worlds divided, one bound in order, the other wild in spirit. We, the Shadow Realm, will prevail. We will weave our essence into their fabric, unseen, unheard, until the moment of grand revelation. They will resist, but in the end, they will thank us. We shall have our enemies feast with us in a world unshackled, reborn in the spirit of Halloween.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to our live AMA at Autoverse Madness. My name is AJ. I am the team lead here, and I'm joined by my co-host with the most and fellow team member, LA. LA, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are all of you?
Hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing great. Having some technical difficulties with my camera. I'll try to get that on as we go here, but we're running a little behind again for a second week in a row. We had a massive AMA over with our other protocol, EMP and Dex Finance, and we also announced the soft launch of our exchange. So Dex Swap is now live. It will be a fully decentralized multi-chain V3 slash V4 concentrated liquidity DEX, and ultimately the GG token will have a new home on BSC, which is the first chain that we're supporting. So a lot of that info will be in the next AMA. How to bridge your GG if you own it now on Ethereum, or buying GG for the first time. Again, GG is Grim Gold, our native token. You can buy it for the first time over on BNB network without any gas fee. Well, there will be a gas fee, but nothing near what you experience with Ethereum. So, all right, we have a lot to cover again today. Well, not a whole lot, I guess, but just some updates, and we'll get into that now. So, before we do, though, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, the more we're able to get the word out around Universe Madness, the better it is for all of us. And, before we get started, what a world that we're living in. We have a president of the United States that now has his own meme token. There is a lot of friendly crypto, rhetoric and honestly, precedents being set for crypto developers and pro crypto stance here in America. And obviously, I don't think that the world revolves around the USA, although many Americans do. The again precedents that it sets will allow other states and countries and individuals to really embrace crypto. So I think we're in a really good spot. I can't imagine any better news than what has happened over the last few days. And I think we're just getting started with an amazing pro crypto landscape. And as we've seen with many cycles, eventually that ends in Web3 getting popular again. So I think we're really well positioned for that narrative. Again, by the time we see Web3 making a comeback, we'll have a lot more infrastructure. By then, the game may even be live, or at least the beta version. We'll have our first pack sale. There'll be a lot of things happening within the ecosystem right when the hype returns. So, all right, LA, anything you want to add to that overall sentiment in the crypto landscape?
Yeah, it's an exciting time. And the amazing thing is that with HVM, we both have the crypto crowd and the Web2 crowd. And so we're in a very powerful position.
Yeah, it's a really great point, LA. I mean, again, we obviously we're all here day to day, involved in crypto, but it's always been one of our selling points and a really, honestly, a big focus of ours is that, we're going to capitalize on the Web 2 market as well. And that doesn't have cycles like crypto may have. So, again, that also makes it very powerful for, the growth of what we're doing. And will ultimately drive revenue into the ecosystem on both the Web 2 and the Web 3 side for sure. So, all right, awesome. Then on that note, let's jump right in. We have a few bullet points. I'll let LA kick things off, and then I got a last minute update from Julius on some other bullish announcements, even maybe some alpha. Literally, about 10 minutes before the AMA started. So we'll go over that at the very end. And if you have any questions or comments, please make sure to ask, and we will get to them as we go. So, all right, LA, go ahead.
Yeah, so we're super busy preparing for the BSC launch for the Grim Gold token, and things are heating up. Um, because if you were on our last AMA, you will see that we did a soft launch for Dex Swap today, which means that that is, the preliminary step before we get ready to go live with GG on BSC and the bridge from Ethereum to BSC, and you'll be able to purchase GG on BSC, bridge to BSC, and stake on BSC. So this is an exciting time as we have a major marketing push beginning around the BSC launch, including social media campaigns, contests and giveaway, PR, and influencers around the corner.
I love it. Absolutely. All right. Let me see. I think. All right. There we are. My camera's working too. So, yeah, 100% LA. We really want to have a lot more momentum on GG, and I think the catalyst for that will be this. For lack of a better word, again, it's almost like a relaunch on BSC. And again, the total supply doesn't change. Nobody is getting diluted or no issues in that department. But it really just allows us to have a fresh start and get more eyeballs on GG because ultimately, you know, it boils down to, more people seeing what we have. And a lot of other gaming centric or GameFi tokens have had a lot of momentum even now without even half the things that we have. Again, a AAA studio building the game that has worked with Disney and Netflix and Pepsi, every brand you can think of, are working, or all these, revolutionary gameplay morphing. Again, that's another thing that makes us really unique. Is yes, we are a strategic card game, but we're also implementing the third person. First, everybody's getting confused. Third person shooting elements or combat elements in the game itself. So again, if you are new here, welcome. But we said in some other AMAs, not only are you able to play your cards against your opponent, but you'll also be able to battle your actual character. Will be able to battle your opponent in a real time, fight as well. So, and hopefully we'll be able to announce that and show what that mechanism looks like, literally in the next few AMAs. So get ready for that. And we are the only strategic card game to blend genres like that. So that's something that really helps us stand apart from any of the potential other games out there. So, all right. Awesome, and we'll have a full tutorial. That's something we're gonna work on too. We'll have probably a Medium article and an AMA slash tutorial on how to bridge when that happens. Depending on how expensive gas fees are, it may be cheaper just to buy GG on BSC rather than bridging it over. But we will have a staking contract on BSC as well. So everything is coming together. And now that DexSwap is here, that was one of the things we were waiting on to make it happen. So appreciate everybody's patience. We're maybe 2 weeks at most until everything is live, and we're marketing it. Like y'all said, we have a whole campaign around the new launch on BSC as well. So cool. All right,
Yeah.
what's up next? Is that any other things on that you want me to go into, LA?
No, next we'll be unveiling some new graphics for all of you when they're ready. We've been giving our ambassadors a sneak peek of some amazing graphics. Obviously, we want to show them to you guys when they're no longer in their beginning stages, but they're actually ready to be seen. But we've been absolutely blown away by the progress being made, and we're excited to unveil those for you soon.
Yeah, 100%. Again, I was hoping that I would have something to share today. I did share some alpha on the last AMA, but by the next AMA, we may have something really epic. So hang in there. Again, we purposely don't show things too early because if somebody does share from the AMA, uh, they may think that that's going to be what the game looks like in a final stage, and could be potentially FUD worthy. So, we don't want to share something that isn't finished, but we definitely want to share stuff along the way in terms of progress. So, we're still balancing that, but I can assure you there is a lot of headway being made in the ambassador program, which we'll talk about next. They're getting a first look at everything, and we're posting probably two or three updates a day in there. So, that being said, well, before we get to ambassadors, again, if you want a first peek at everything that we're doing and really want to help us grow, I'll let LA tell you about that in a minute. But the other thing that we have been really doing a lot of this week is going after foundation. So, we haven't announced who or where we're building on our first madness yet. We're looking for a blockchain that is gaming, oriented, that is easy to onboard, but more importantly, that a foundation that will really support us and in turn help us support the chain through massive volume. So we're in meetings now with two foundations and a third that is in the works. Ultimately, it'll be whatever we feel is the best fit. But all the people we're in touch with are very well known blockchains, and that will really help us scale. We'll hopefully announce that again right around the time we do our first pack sale, because um, wherever we end up being a home base, our marketplace will be built on that particular chain. So we'll have our first pack sale, the carnival shop, and the marketplace all around where we end up announcing we're going to be launching. And again, the same scenario with bridging to BSC. Wherever we do end up, you just will bridge GG to that chain or buy it there. Again, it doesn't change the total supply or any of the tokenomics. It just makes GG a multi-chain asset. So that's really bullish in and of itself for sure. So, all right, Ella, you want to talk a little bit about the ambassador program? They've been killing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we have a handful of ambassadors who are just going ape shit, really helping big time to help promote the project, which is
For sure.
amazing. And this is the most highly rewarding ambassador program you could be a part of. We have a bundle of rewards that goes out to ambassadors at the end of the month, every month. And they're also getting all of the early opportunities in alpha. AJ himself goes into the group at least once a week and shares a whole bunch of updates and graphics that haven't been shared with the public yet. And it truly pays to be an ambassador because it's the front door to everything, and direct access to the team as well with anything that you have with questions, ideas, suggestions. And again, that early alpha and early whitelist opportunities down the road as well. And so we also have really fun competitions similar to Fusion Watch competitions that we have with EMP every week, where every month, where there's prizes. And we will slowly be expanding the program. So I've posted the link to the application form, and sometime in the next 1 to 2 months, we'll be bringing on some additional ambassadors.
I love it. Absolutely. Again, shout out to all the ambassadors. A lot of them are here tonight. This approach is what we have chosen to really have a grassroots effort, get people excited, do it in a way that isn't, intrusive or shilly. It's about building real interest in the game. And, the ambassadors that really put the effort in will be the most rewarded out of it. And ultimately, too, when we do finally mint all the NFTs for the first pack sale, you'll also be getting your legendary mystery pack from the pre-sale and the alpha keys. So if you did get an alpha key and you want early access to stuff like this, that's in the next few months. That's when all the alpha key holders will get similar access. But even that, I mean, the ambassadors are even a step above the alpha key holders. So, if you want literally an inside scoop on everything, please apply. And again, we want you to be serious about it too. Obviously, we know things come up, and if it's a little bit more of a commitment than you can make, we understand. But those that take it seriously will be very happy that they did for sure. So awesome. All right. Anything you want to
Awesome.
add to that, LA? And then I can go into some last minute alpha. I have a lot of notes here
Mhm.
from Julius right before we jumped on.
I think we're ready to dive into the alpha.
All right, so the team has tested and confirmed a new hero animation workflow that will be used to allow real-time motion capture and facial animation capture with real actors. So this is really, really cool. This is something that we have been trying to do for a while now. Our hero characters are essentially the characters that actually play their cards in battle, and then fight each other in that PvP style third person view. So the hero characters are really important. They'll be the ones that you're able to customize. You'll be able to give them different hats or outfits or pets. The sky is the limit, and we really want to drive home the fact that that is your embodiment in the game. So we're putting a huge emphasis on um, the hero characters, and with that, we're now able to do through this studio. We're able to do motion capture. So again, for those that may be a little familiar with this, if you've ever seen documentaries where there's a person inside of a bodysuit with a bunch of tiny dots all over them, usually they're reflective dots made out of styrofoam or stickers. That is a motion capture studio, and that allows the animators to literally import real-time motion into their animation. So it's what all the big studios do, even down to like facial animation, where an actor will speak into a camera, and you can mimic the facial movements in your character in the 3D world. So this is really cool. Again, it's usually a lot of game studios don't do it because it's expensive, and a lot of mid-level or independent studios don't have mocap capabilities, but ours does. So again, we'll have some teaser images and some behind the scenes looks at all that, but that's really exciting. And we have a second hero that is almost 90% done already. So we'll have a total of two heroes coming up that we can unveil. We also have a massive hero reveal trailer. So just like we had the intro trailer that you saw at the beginning of AMA that teases the game, we had a really killer trailer for Grim Gold, which we'll show at the end. We've had all of our interview documentaries. The quality that we're speaking of. This will be another reveal trailer that we'll have displayed with all of us. So we'll do a premiere for that probably sometime in the next few weeks, and then you'll see this character. We have teased this character already. For those that are diehards, they'll know it may or may not be pirate related. So again, keep an eye out for that. We're really excited to reveal that. So, all right, another update is the environment scene. So we made huge progress with the environment, and what the environment is essentially the the where you play the card. So when you see some of our in-game footage, you see that we're in the middle of like a town square, um, in a very Victorian, Harry Potter-esque castle town. That is more detailed than you even know. So we have down to different candles or books in the windows of each shop. I mean, we have gone all out on the environment design. And what this will do is it allows a lot of really cool details and immersive animation to make you feel like you're really there. So and even to the point of like maybe when you have a legendary character do a finishing move, part of the building will fall off, or some really detailed things that make you feel like you're actually in the game. So really excited for that. Custom shop signs and shop names. Again, some Easter eggs on that. So, and this is just the background. The level of detail that we're putting into the background is unreal. So that should just show you, you know, the sort of quality that we're building for sure. So, all right, and then the last few is working on the opponent view. So again, when you're playing your cards and it switches to your opponent's turn, there'll be a specific opponent view on the opposite side. A new lighting artist has also joined the team, which again will help us highlight, pun intended, the different designs in the different scenes. Again, lighting is very important when it comes to game design. And then just more and more 3D assets and different effects being added to the legendary card. So we showed about 4 different legendary animations in our ambassador chat. They have seen what we're talking about, and I think we're up to about 8 or 9 legendary animations. So all of that again, it makes you feel really powerful in the game and makes you want to own those legendary cards. And we're also still working on again all the artwork for our pack sale, our first pack sale. We're shooting for about 100 cards in the first pack sale, so maybe a little bit less. But again, all that is in motion. And then again, still working on the UX UI as well. Not last AMA, but the AMA before that. I teased a little bit about what the game home screen will look like. Again, carrying on the Victorian, dark theme. Again, this game will be mature. I mean, we a lot of the legendary animations and emotes are not for the faint of heart. So remember, it is kind of a dark theme. Very reminiscent of horror movies, and obviously we won't be too gory, but we definitely want to go after a more mature audience with the look and feel of the game, for sure. So, all right. Oh man, I'm out of breath, LA. That was a lot after talking for 2 hours on the other AMA as well. But anything you want to go into a little bit more on any of that, or what are you most excited for?
I'm most excited to keep unveiling the progress week by week as we go and to have the community be a part of that. And that being said, I just wanted to invite everyone who's listening right now, not only to um, really get involved in the community efforts, but also to encourage others to get involved. If you're in our Telegram, you'll see that we have raids going every day. It's a really easy way to engage with our social media posts. And as you know, as we continue going into new marketing streams and doing big pushes, if we're bringing more people to our socials, it's great if they see that they're really active and buzzing. And so I invite all of you to participate in the conversations in our groups, to participate in those raids, to spread the word on our socials. And with the click of one button, you can literally like, comment, retweet all of our posts that get posted with the raids. If you're a Discord user, we have a tweets channel inside of our Discord where you get the links to every single tweet we put out. It's super easy to click on the link and just go like and reshare, drop a quick comment. And so I really want to invite all of you to really ask yourselves how you can get involved as a community member so we can continue to build this amazing community and spread the word about HVM.
I love it. Yes, absolutely, LA. Super bullish. And, we do put a lot of effort into the Twitter or X. Again, I always call it Twitter. So make sure you're following X. I know a lot of you are joining us from X tonight. We do simulcast on YouTube and X. And we do at least one or two posts a day on X. So that's a great way to keep in touch. Obviously, our Telegram and Discord are growing more and more as well. And yeah, if you're involved in other gaming communities, let them know about HVM. Again, we look at things very differently. We don't ever use the word competition. I'm a big believer that, the rising tide rises all ships. We have an amazing relationship with Splinterlands, which is another trading card game. We're in talks now with a few other uh, trading card games and trading card game platforms. I mean, again, we want to show this game to users that enjoy this genre. And again, it's not about taking community members, it's about just getting more exposure. So please come to it with that kind of mindset. If you have connections with other Web 2 and Web 3 games, please have them reach out to us. We're always interested in, potential partnerships, and with our resources, we can offer a lot. I mean, with DexSwap and our vaults and everything else, I mean, we bring a lot to the table, even though HVM is fairly new and, trying to get the word out. We're happy to kind of help in other areas. We can provide, liquidity management, solutions for game tokens. We can provide, an opportunity for them to have liquidity on our dexes. So there's a lot of ways that we can help each other, and I'm a really big believer in great partnerships are where both sides are able to help and provide value in some way. So again, appreciate all of you. Today again is a little bit of a short one. We're trying to keep these to about a half an hour to each, and by next week, I'll definitely have more alpha in terms of art to share. And I don't know if the actual reveal trailer will be ready next week or the week after, but we'll also be able to show in real time, deck swap, and hopefully again we'll have the bridge ready as well, and the next push around GG on BSC. So thank you all for being here. LA, was there any questions or anything else you wanted me to address before we wrap it up?
Yeah, there's actually one question in the HVM new um, AMA questions tab. So let's pull that up.
Awesome. Okay, yeah.
I'm collecting GG through staking. Should I leave these to spend on cards, etc., or is there a time frame where I can stake these before buying is ready? Would be nice to have a target date.
Yeah, so again, ultimately it's up to you. We really don't give financial advice, and we try not to even really discuss, token value at all. But yeah, I mean, the name of the game right now, again, pun intended, is just accumulating as much GG as you can. So when you're staking a GG, um, depending on how long you're staking for, you're earning more GG. Again, that is just it's not inflationary. Those tokens are already accounted for. And ultimately, when staking, if there isn't more tokens in a staking contract, we have to buy tokens off the market to be able to reward them. So that's really bullish, in terms of healthy economics. GG is also deflationary, so a portion of all the uh, marketplace fees will actually burn GG. So the short answer is both. I mean, for right now, you would definitely want to stake, but if you do stake for an entire year, then you will have to get more GG to be able to buy, packs. But again, by then, maybe your rewards that you've been getting pay for, all the packs that you need without ever having to touch your original staked amount. And so, there's a lot of different ways to allocate from that. Or if you hyper compound, then when the game is actually live and all the revenue is generated from pack sales and players in the game, and now you have this massive amount of GG that you've earned over the year, then you're able to allocate it to where you want to then. And again, the marketplace will also accept GG. So maybe you're not able to buy card packs, but when your GG unlocks, you'll be able to buy the individual cards that you really like or really want from that GG. So there's about 20 different ways to do it. You really have to make that decision for yourself. But what I wouldn't be doing is selling GG, again, financial advice, at what I feel is the bottom. I mean, obviously we see people get impatient. I know a lot of people have been accumulating. ETH has been suppressed. Again, most of our liquidity is with ETH, and ETH is really lagging. If ETH goes up, it will automatically make the price of GG go up with it, assuming the same amount of buying and selling pressure. So all those factors play in for sure. Does that help, LA?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And
Cool.
remember, there's different lengths of time that you can stake for. So just figure out which one feels right for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll give you plenty of a heads up. I mean, again, we're shooting for the first pack sale, within late quarter 1, early quarter 2. So, if you really need that GG to go into packs, then maybe you want to do, the 1 month option or the 3 month. So again, it just depends on what you're comfortable with and what you want to plan for. Just remember, the longer you stake, the higher the rewards are too. So it's all part of the game theory of what we built.
Amazing. I think that's all for tonight.
All right. Well, again, I appreciate you all being here. Apologies for being a little bit late and being a little bit abbreviated tonight. And after speaking for 2 hours straight, running on fumes here, but I think all of us can agree that that we are in a whole new world when it comes to crypto adoption. And again, I think people are saying that the bull run is almost over. I don't know where that comes from. I think, if anything, the bull run is just now getting started. I mean, even without all the bullish things we've seen, it's usually a year after the halving, which would put us at the bull run really topping out the end of this year. But I think we're going to see the next 3 or 4 years really be incredible. I mean, again, I could not think of a better scenario for crypto overall, and it's only a matter of time before more and more people are crypto friendly, and that's great for all of us that have established ourselves uh, in the space early. So, and by all means, all of you listening to this AMA are early for sure. So, all right, we come to you every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. A little bit late sometimes, but we're here. And all of our AMAs are recorded, so please make sure to go listen to older AMAs. Maybe you missed one, and maybe you can see something that you forgot or didn't know about. So again, make sure you're paying attention to all the content that we're putting out, and that'll do it. So LA, any final words for all these witches and wizards and goblins? Yeah. uh,
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. We're really looking forward to having Gigi on BSC soon. And I see one more question about whether Gigi will be available for staking. Yes, absolutely. AJ, I don't know if you want to expand on that further.
Yeah, totally. No, the whole plan is again, I don't know timelines, so to speak, but the very first thing will be the bridge. Then, hopefully within the same release, if not, maybe a few days later, we'll duplicate the staking contract. Um, and then all you'll have to do is switch your chain in your wallet, and it will automatically recognize what chain you're on, and then yeah, you'll be able to stake your GG on BSC without the high gas fees. So the only thing that you won't be able to do is I know some of you still haven't converted your XGG. You still will need to convert your XGG to GG on Ethereum. So that is the only thing that won't be duplicated.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We always love seeing all of you, and we'll continue having more and more details, updates, and alpha coming at you every week at 8:30.
All right, let's go. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Good day. We'll see you next week. Bye bye, everyone.
We're witnessing the future of GameFi right before our
I think
eyes.
this might be the biggest thing in 24 coming into 25.
We want to push the boundaries a bit of what trading card games can be and build something where the player really feels like they're stepping inside the huge fantasy world.
There's so much more magic ahead.